Good morning, my garden friends. How are you all this morning? I just wanted to take this opportunity, and I'll turn the camera around in a second here, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to say good morning and that I hope you all are having a great day. Today, I want to get several things done, and it's going to be my get it done day. And yesterday, um, I just didn't feel like doing anything. The heat was so oppressive. Um, it was in the 80s and the humidity was just about as high, so I didn't really feel like doing anything. But this morning I'm here with my coffee and wanting to start off on a good note. Let me just get another little sip here. Okay, so what are we going to get done today? Well, let me turn the camera around so that you can see it for yourself. I'm out on the back porch. Yesterday I cleaned out the worm bins, and those are my can of worms is what it is, and it's the three trays, and you clean out the bottom one, and then that becomes the top, and we rotate and go down again. So anyway, I got quite a bit of castings. I keep them in here. I keep them in these good old coffee cans, and I wanted to just show you kind of what it looks like. Let me see if I can make sure I'm doing one thing without the other. And you can see how crumbly that is. Well, I worked those into this garden area that I'm going to be redoing today. I'm kind of doing it backwards where I've actually already done part of it, and then I'm going to show you. But each one of these has, I would say that's probably a good, feels like a good 5 pounds with the weight of it. And I will take these and I'll actually work it into, like over here. You can see that's probably what, about a 2x4, so 8 square feet. I'll put one of those on the top of it, and I do that maybe a couple times a year, right before I start to plant. So anyway, that's what is the program today. I already added the worm castings to it, so we're ready to roll. And I'll just show you my Meals on Wheels here real quick. If you followed me, you saw that I cut off this plumeria stem from one of my trees, and I wanted to show you, this is kind of what the bottom looks like when it's dried off. It actually does like a concave, and now this is ready to plant. So I can go ahead and just stick it in the ground, or I can, let me back it off so you can see it a little better. Yeah. I could stick this in the ground and it would start to form roots. I could also stick it, wet it a little bit, stick it in rooting powder, and then stick it in the ground or a pot or however you want to do it. I think these giant Japanese red mustards, I might plant these outside in the garden and see if I can get them to grow as big as the ones that I've been growing outside. But I wanted to show you what I'm doing outside. Outside. And yes, I've already sprayed myself 3 times with off, and the mosquitoes are still after me. As you can see, these are some of my other get it done today projects, and that's to, clean up the yard, any of the leaves that are falling. We're already starting, this is, mid July, and I'm already starting to get some of the effects of the heavy rains on the plumeria. They'll lose their leaves in the next couple months. But anyway, here's what I'm doing today. Let me go. And I'm going to plant some carrots and bok choy. And the carrots I'm planting here are these little fingers. And what I'm going to do is, actually I've already done it, is I've just sprinkled seeds in this little ravine, and then I'm going to cover them over. And then you can take, if you have a board, once you've gone ahead and wet everything down really well and really watered it in, then you could take a board and put that on top of it, and it will keep it moist. And you just, check it every day for any sprouts. Once they start to sprout, then you want to remove the board. But the board protects it and keeps it from, the seeds from drying out or blowing away or anything along those lines. I was almost thinking I could take cardboard, since I don't have a 2x4, but I could take the cardboard and lay it on top of it, and then take a brick. Doesn't matter, just as long as it's covered. And the bok choy, I tried growing this in a pot in the front, and I don't know if the soil wasn't quite right, but they came up, they were an inch or so, and then all of a sudden they got very straggly and they're kind of like hanging on. So I want to try a different spot, and that's going to be here. And this looks like it's a really yummy, and it says 10 to 14 days. These came up very fast in the pot, so we're going to hope that those do the same thing here. And then over on this side, underneath this is my shade house, my bean shade house. This is runner beans, and you can see these. I didn't get a tremendous harvest from them, but I've gotten a steady harvest from them. Every day I come out and I see, 2 or 3 or 4, and if I let them go for a few days, then we have enough for dinner. But anyway, back to the carrots. This is going to be a sugar snap hybrid. This was from Burpee, and they gave me no instructions, so what can I say? And then more of the same bok choy. So that's today's project, is just to cover those over and water them in really well, and hopefully remember to make some little plastic signs so that I know what I've planted here, rather than going, gee, I think I planted this here, and I think I planted that there. Always a help as you get older to write things down for yourself. So anyway, I think that was about it. Clean up the yard. Just do little maintenance chores. I'll just do a sweep here and show you the backyard. Looks pretty good. It's hanging on. I keep trying to come out almost every day and pull a few weeds. Marigolds are pretty shot. I have some things to take its place, but and the crepe myrtle. This is that raspberry crepe myrtle that I got from actually our electric company, and was sending out plants for people, and it bloomed really early, and now it's almost gone to seed. So I'm thinking that I should cut it back and see if I can get more blooms off of it. This is the volunteer that came off the front crepe myrtle, and I planted it back here. And I think everything else looks pretty good. The papaya, we still don't know if it's a male or a female. I will be so disappointed if it's a male, because I was really hoping for some fruit. This plumeria is also showing you. I don't think it's getting rust, because the rust you would see in orange underneath. Oh, yep, there it is. That's what's causing it. Last year we went to all the bother of neem oil up underneath, and to be honest, it didn't do anything. It just didn't seem to slow it down at all. So I think here with our humidity and daily rains, it's almost I don't want to say a waste of money, but it's kind of a lost cause. Under here was where I had my tomatoes. While I have you here, I'll just show you this. I had 7 tomato plants. I had marigolds back here. I had the tomatoes, and I had the carrots in the front, really heavy. And so they're all gone. They were delicious. I think they were this one. They were the little fingers that turned out to be big fingers. And so everything's kind of cleaned out. I worked in worm castings in here, and I let them sit for a couple days, let everything mellow out. And now I'm going to try and decide what I want to put in here. I think it might be some of the giant Japanese spinach. Maybe that's where the Meals on Wheels, those little ones, will come, and we'll see how well they do. They do not get the morning sun, and this tree kind of protects them in the overhead, you know, that noon to 1, but they do get the afternoon sun. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, as you can see, I have my work cut out. It looks pretty, but I still have to be out here working today. So I hope you all are having a great day. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel if you like it. And I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.